Guys,
I don't
Thunder E
read.
here, and welcome to one of our entertainment podcasts. Of course, with me is Mr. Lou Rod. How's it going, Lou?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. Sorry, it's been a busy day. I didn't even put out any notes, anything. So most people who will watch this will probably watch this later, which is fine. We're trying to get things back in schedule on this channel. I know I've kind of left it in the back burner for a while. But just to give you, again, another quick roundup, this is going to be our podcast channel for Board at Work, where we'll be covering everything from entertainment, tech, lifestyle. So there will be different podcasts. And right now, we're trying to do one a week. And we're just going to kick it off. And hopefully, I can set a set schedule, and then we can now start rolling those things out. And it might be just myself, it might be with Lou. We might also bring back the weekly with the original cast or some of the cast, but it's going to be something different for you guys. So this week, entertainment, starting off with Joker. Joker got rave reviews. Everybody's loving the movie. Got an 8-minute standing ovation. And then we just found out this week that Joker. Something happened.
Your camera went out.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the browser keeps kicking.
Oh, I lost him. And he's back.
Okay, there we go. So, Joker. Yeah.
Joker got an 8-minute standing ovation. Joker won the Golden Lion at Venice. Yeah.
Winning the Golden Lion is huge. Now, here's the thing. It's a very hard thing to win, and people who win that usually go on to at least get nominated in the Academy Awards. I wouldn't say win, but at least nominated. That's a fair deal. But also, this should tell you that Joker is not a comic book movie.
Nope, it's Taxi Driver
in its own way. Yeah, in its own way. But it's a character study. But it also makes sense with a character like Joker because you can get into why he's crazy. And one of the things I liked about it is the fact that, Joaquin Phoenix really went method into this. He said he lost 25 pounds for the role.
Really? He looked like he lost more.
Maybe it was 52. I might be reading that backward. Yeah.
He looked like a crackhead.
He also said he was getting a little bit crazy.
Hey, at least he still didn't do what Jared Leto did.
Yeah, but I mean, true to some degree. I like Jared Leto, but I think a lot of people miss the point of Jared Leto.
I enjoyed his Joker.
Every version of Joker is different, and Jared Leto's Joker was the one that always tried to antagonize you and do something. It's that version of Joker that when you watch the Batman animated, who's always trying to pull a gag on Batman, right? That's his version of Joker. Anytime he sees Batman, he will try something, even just for the hell of it, and that's his version of Joker.
His Joker to me gave me the mob boss vibe.
Yeah, exactly. This is the mob boss Joker. This one is this Joker looks and feels maniacal, like he's just going to destroy everything. So I can't wait till October 2nd. Question to you, Lou. How much do you think this movie will make opening weekend? Now, keep in mind, it's number 2 made 91 million this weekend.
Yeah, but chapter 2 also had a 3-hour runtime. So for a horror movie, that's a little tougher.
Yeah.
You can pull that off with a comic book movie because everyone loves it.
Now I was gonna add that estimates are saying Joker will be around 60, 70 million.
I'm looking more at the 100. Because if this is getting rave reviews, a lot of folks are going to go see it, and then they're probably going to repeat see it at least twice in one weekend.
I would say 100 too. I'm feeling Joker is going to be 100 million. I think in the US run, it would do 300 million, maybe 350.
Oh, I would want to.
I won't put it too high because it's too serious of a movie and because there's no Batman to bring in the action in a sense. That kind of action. There's action, but a different kind, right?
It's a different kind of action. Yeah, look, if you guys have read any of the stuff out there on the movie, this is literally Joaquin Phoenix in every single frame.
Almost every single frame. Yeah, exactly.
Everybody else is literally a secondary character. So if that's what you like, then this is right up your alley. I'm still like on the fence for this movie. I really don't want to go. This one I might sit out because when it was announced, I wasn't feeling it,
Hmm.
and it's just that I don't care for Joaquin Phoenix.
I mean, Joaquin Phoenix is not my favorite character, but here's the thing: Joaquin Phoenix is almost perfect for the Joker.
He plays a great villain. I mean, come on,
Not
Gladiator.
not the villain, Joker, a method actor. So if there were people who were to play Joker for me, right, other than what's his name that passed away again,
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger, who was out of the blue, right? We didn't know that, but Joaquin Phoenix, Christian Bale, and Daniel Day-Lewis, because those guys will get into, like, to play Joker, you really have to get in to play this type of Joker, this very look at Joker story. You have to get into the character, right? So that one of the things I liked in the trailer was when he saw the people driving in the taxi and he just smiled. That smile he gave was not a smile like the Joker usually gives, a smile of like, big laugh. It was more of a smile of like, that's me, like that very soft, evil smile in there. And it's just one of those things that I would say the reason why I like this movie and I'm excited for it is because if I'm DC, I want them to do a Lex Luthor movie next. Because I mean that one doesn't have to
A
be
one-off Lex Luthor.
you can do a one-off
See,
Lex
I
Luthor.
could get behind a one-off Lex Luthor more than I can the Joker.
Because the one of Lex Luthor now becomes a little bit more lighthearted in the sense that he's a businessman, he's the man of the city, and it just ends with the news report that Superman shows up. That's how you end the movie. Because Lex's whole mission is he is the most superior human being. And it's his job to make sure that all these dumb individuals are protected and taken care of, right? So if you spin Lex Luthor that way, and that's when he goes into like, who is this guy? Who is this dude that comes to basically, like upend me? That's almost like a great continuation from, because you could make Lex even in a Man of Steel fashion, like say
Man of Steel fashion, Lex Luthor, bring it.
yeah, just that realistic world. He's a billionaire, he's a mogul, and people will think, is this man? Is this like because you could leave it open where, I mean, you don't have to connect it, but it could be, is this Lex's dad? Right? You know how they were saying that with BVS. Is this in the Man of Steel world? But as long as if you keep in that same motif per se, you're gonna get some of that where you're like, huh, okay. Because then you can now start doing some of these villains specifically. And then with the Batman rogue villains, man, that is like, you could just go to town at that point.
Yeah, but then do we really want a whole one-off on a lot of his villains?
No. So to me, if I'm DC, I do a one-off every 2 years.
Do the one-off, then have a more connected movie.
No, the connected universe.
Kind of like what Star Wars wanted to do and kind of failed at.
Exactly, right? Your one-off are all villains, one-off villain stories. Your connected movies are the number ones: Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Flash, all that stuff. You're fine. You're good. But I can see a Lex movie right in there.
I can get behind the Lex.
I can see Raj Al Ghul. You can make that mythical and huge.
See, I will get behind that, but then I want him in a Batman movie.
But you don't have to, because Raj Al Ghul basically is the one who spans time. So his movies could go from the days of Arabia all the way to maybe, if you want to really fake people off and feel like even this is a connected universe, 70s before the Joker shows up, like before the Joker movie shows up, right? You know what I mean? Like if you really wanted to just play it around, you could go Joker's is 80s, Lex is 90s, 2000, right? And then
Ra's al Ghul spans
Raja
time.
Ghul spans time, right? Done. And then you could now do the only problem is like I was thinking of like a female villain. I mean, like, look, we're in a renaissance of female empowerment, so try and find one to put there to make a good movie. It's just that like Wonder Woman's villains are tied to her so tight. Like without her, it does not work at all.
What about a Poison Ivy or a Harley Quinn?
Harley Quinn, no, because it still feels Joker-esque. And even though you can do a movie alone, then you are doing it in the other universe, right? That other.
Yeah, okay. Harley Quinn is tied to the Joker in one way or another.
That other one, or you could do it where from that one you get Talia al Ghul out of it from Ra's al Ghul. If you can do it, if you do it well, you can get it where the sequel is really just her.
And her quest for the Lazarus Pit nomination too.
Exactly, something like that. I mean, like there are ways to do it on those single things where you could either like Lex, you could have a sequel if you wanted to.
See, like there's been reports saying Todd Phillips wants to do a sequel. Mind you, folks, Joaquin Phoenix didn't do Doctor Strange because he doesn't want to be tied down to multi-picture deals.
Yeah, no, there is no rumors. It's Todd Phillips says he would love to do a sequel with Joaquin Phoenix, but he wants to sit down with him to find out if or how. That's just literally it. So, I mean, and to me, that's fine. I mean, that's a director who knows, like, okay, this movie's the shit, right? It's going to be the shit.
It's going to make at least, I think after everything is said and done.
Five minimum, 500 million.
I was going to say at least 7.
If it makes 7, this is like.
It's got 7 written all over it.
If it makes 7, this is like Venom all over again, right? In a sense. You know how we all were like, maybe Venom will make 500K.
Venom caught steam coming out when it did with no competition behind it.
Same thing with this though.
But this is coming out early October, so it will have strong legs because
all the way to Halloween.
Yeah, but even past Halloween, because I don't really think there's something that's gonna make you want to go see a movie. Because let's be real, Thanksgiving time I think is when Frozen 2 comes out, and we know how that's gonna run.
Mm-hmm. And
then December you got Jumanji and Star Wars, but we know who's going to dominate there.
Jumanji.
No. As much as I like The Rock, he ain't
Jumanji's gonna make a lot of money though.
It's gonna make a lot of that counter money when tickets are sold out.
He's gonna make $1 billion. Jumanji's gonna make $1 billion again because the first movie, I didn't watch it in theaters. I watched it at home, and when I finally watched it, I was like, "Oh, okay. Oh, I can see why."
I had press screeners for that one, and
yeah, I remember because I remember you told me it was a fun movie, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll watch it." But it came out at a time where I always go to CES in Vegas, so I was like, "When I get back, when it comes out." I mean, like by the time I decided to watch Jumanji, I'm going to Vegas because it came out in December.
Vegas that year, CES that year.
So I do agree. I mean, if you make 700-800.
If it makes 700 or 800, then they're gonna find a way to convince them to come and do another one.
Now, if it makes 700-800, they will try to. I don't know why this is happening, but
which camera are you using?
I'm using my Sony camcorder.
It's not working properly.
DSLR.
You have to switch over.
No, the image quality is much better.
Yes, but right now it's just not handling it.
No, it's the connector. It's called CamLink.
CamLink is doing a bad job.
Yeah, it's doing a bad job. I don't know why, but I think that would be interesting. That would suffice. We'll see how that goes. I know, right? As soon as I say that, it's just dead. Oh, I think no, it's not my camera's not dead, is it?
You're frozen.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that quite well. Huh. Okay. All right. So there's no image of me, so we'll just keep it at that for now. Yeah, so let's move on to another topic because I think Joker. I think we all satisfied with where Joker would be.
Yep, the Joker. You got. Let's see, what else did we have in there? Well, besides that news, because late last night we got the Haley Steinfeld news that she is Marvel's choice for the Hawkeye replacement.
I like that pick. I think it's
I
solid.
liked her in Bumble because that's the only thing I really seen her in.
Yeah, I like him Bumblebee. I think she's good. I think it's solid.
Let me see. Hold on. We had The Rock throwing shade at Tyrese with his. I believe that movie's made close to 800 million now.
Yeah. It was going to be a slow burn. Like I still haven't seen it yet, but it was one of those movies
Oh,
where,
really, bro?
yeah, dude, you know how this
Well, you
summer
know
has been.
what? October 15th, it gets released digitally.
Okay.
So you literally got to wait another month.
But you know how it is. That's one of those movies that were just it was a slow burn because there wasn't much exciting coming out of summer. So they were lucky with the release date. It didn't make the big cash because everybody was like, "Is this really part of Fast and Furious?" And everybody who I know is watching yourself. A few other people who've told me were like, "Man, it was a blast."
Yeah.
And to me, that movie should have come out at the end of the month, not actually when it came out.
Nah, I think where it came out was great. Beginning of August, perfect time. It probably would have had strong legs if it would have came out in like late July. But they marked, dude. Idris Elba could be a villain any day of the week.
Of
He
course.
was great. It's what you expect out of all Fast and Furious movies. Over the top ridiculousness. I mean, dude, Idris Elba has a freaking bike that transforms, and that was brilliant. You can't go wrong with that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you can. Well, my camera is completely not connecting for whatever reason.
Told you, switch
Um,
over.
nah, I'm not switching over to the webcam.
And then I'm sorry, but
Plus, I have to find it in the first place.
oh, I'm not feeling this whole Marvel didn't want Kristen Stewart thing to not show her like if she's if she's gay, she's gay. Why won't you cast someone if she's not? If she's right for a role, she's right for the role. Don't use her sexuality against her.
I didn't read the news. What was the issue there with Kristen Stewart?
Well, last week the gripe was, Marvel supposedly told her, "Oh, don't hold your girlfriend's hand out in public, and we might cast you in a movie." Like
Who
that's not
said
even
who? No,
cool.
what was the report from? Was it from her? She said that.
Yeah, she was saying
Did
that.
she say Marvel? She said that somebody mentioned it.
Just reading the headline
Okay, all right.
and
Just,
some of
just
the other stuff. But now she wants to play a gay superhero, so Marvel's got quite a few. Bring her on if she's right for the role. Bring her on.
I don't see her as a superhero in general.
she's
That's
not
just
gonna, she's not gonna twinkle twinkle like she did in Twilight.
that's just my thing. We'll see. I mean, it
Well,
is
I
what
mean,
it
look
is.
at Brie Larson.
Brie Larson is not good. I'm sorry for what she plays. She's just not good. It has nothing to do with anything else. It's just that to me, she's not the right person to play Captain Marvel. That person, should be Starbuck, but whatever.
Yeah, you and I both agree there, but no point in crying over spilt milk.
Yeah, I mean, I know. I mean, it is what
So
it is.
Cyborg from Doom Patrol is going to cross over on this season of Titans. We just don't know the exact point in time of where.
Episode. Yeah, that's true. See, so here's my thing with Titans and the DCEU movies, and this is where I think they are making a big mistake if HBO does not do this. If I am HBO, I will do a couple of things. First off, I will price DC Online at $4.99, right?
Uh-huh.
And then I will just bundle. Now, if you are a HBO Max user, you get DC Online anyway
Because it comes with that subscription
because
service.
it comes out done, right? Now, actually, not even getting it online. It's just the shows show up, done, and then DC Online is where you just access the comic books specifically, right? Because remember, all the DC movies are going to show up on HBO anyway, right? The movies will
Yep.
show up. Here's the big number two thing. When they make it, because they haven't made an official announcement yet. They mentioned the announcement of the things. There's been rumors from Bloomberg on pricing at $17.99. And I think most likely that price will be around 14 or 12 by next year.
I mean, if you're paying $15 a month for HBO now,
Yeah, I know, but I'm
you're
thinking
gonna have to change your pricing scheme because you're getting a lot of content. So you can't say
so
that you're not gonna get content.
so here's what I think they will do besides that. So I'll leave that on the side. But going back to DC Online, I will now take all the DC shows. I will do what Marvel did, and I will take all the DC shows for next season. They can be on HB, they can be on CW and all that stuff, but you can watch them on DC on HBO Max, and I will give them the HBO Max treatment. Now think about how everybody's excited for Hawkeye. Seriously, Hawkeye. Now
Yeah, dude, that
imagine
is one of my most anticipated shows. I don't know why I want to watch a Hawkeye show.
imagine if HBO, not CW, HBO says we're doing the Flash. HBO. HBO was doing Titans. HBO was doing Doom Patrol. Imagine the difference in quality and how excited you will be.
I don't know, man, because Doom Patrol is good as it is.
No. But the budget. I've seen an episode of Doom Patrol and I go like, there's a difference between the writing is good. I agree with you. The writing is good. The acting is good. There's a different look when HBO puts money to think about it. Doom Patrol is a nice show. It doesn't look like any other HBO show. It's like it would be like HBO's third tier show in quality. Let's be honest.
HBO's got that HBO money.
Yeah, no, but now this is all Warner Brothers, right? This is all Warner's. I'm saying. So if I'm Warner Brothers, I bring these things home because Marvel has made Marvel TV a big thing. DC TV has always been stuff that fans liked.
Yeah, I mean, you can get behind, dude. If you like Arrow and all this other stuff, you get tighter, dude. What makes Doom Patrol work? It's 13 episodes.
Yeah, no, exactly. But I'm saying you do tighter writing, you do 13 episodes, and you do these Marvel shows. And again, the HBO is going to be week to week anyway, right? It's going to be week to week because that's what
Yeah,
HBO
because
does.
right now, Titans, Doom Patrol, all that was week to week.
So if they do, like, if I am them, I bring that in, and then do you know what I do? Because I'll bring Flash in. I'll bring definitely bring Black Lightning and rewrite that stuff well, because that's your intersection of okay, look, Marvel can talk about what we want, but we have a full Black show that's a superhero and it's good. But then you make an Arrow movie, and you make an Arrow movie styled
Reboot it because
reboot it and make an Arrow movie basically based on the storyline of what's his name, the writer of Batman Begins. It's called Supermax, which is what I thought the storyline was going to be for Arrow when he was in prison this season. It's basically Arrow, aka the Raid. He's in prison. He's got to fight his way out with a bunch of bad guys. That the movie starts in prison and he's out. Like that's a nice movie. You're gonna watch the action. You know it's Arrow. He may be connected to this DC, TV universe. That's also going to connect it to the other one. Plus, DC doesn't have to connect the universes. The TV universe is just Earth One. They've established it on the Flash, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the coolest thing is that they don't have to think of it as connecting each one. They already have different Earths. And the one good thing that Flash and Supergirl did was show that Supergirl does not have to be in Flash's universe.
No, they're about to rewrite all that here soon.
No, I mean, but they've done it for 3 seasons, right? And everybody's like, okay, yeah, he can run and go get her, or somebody will make a port, like there's a portal to go over, but she's over there, so her stories don't interject.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have your movie world, and that's what they need to do. They sort that out and do that next year, where you now go, hey, they now go Titans, right? We've got Titans, we've got Doom Patrol. Then you pick Booster Gold and Blue Beetle. Don't make a movie. Make a TV show of those two dudes. That would be your hilarious.
Which Blue Beetle?
Oh, the old one, because Booster Gold was his friend. The one is a comedy. Booster Gold is always trying to make money off Justice League tech, and Blue Beetle is always like, no.
You want to know what that sounds like right there, too? If you watch this season of S.H.I.E.L.D., that's what Deke did.
There you go. There you go. That's exactly it. I mean, the best stories from that, I'll never forget it, where Booster Gold was using Justice League teleporter to use for his UPS and FedEx business. It's literally it. Telling people he can transport their stuff immediately, instantaneously, and then Blue Beetle knew about it. Blue Beetle's like, that's not right. He's like, what do you know? And then Plastic Man comes and they're working on the case. And he's like, you guys are doing this. He's like, so you can't stop me. He's like, I'm going to tell the senior members. He's like, Superman's such a nice guy. He wouldn't do anything. He's like, no, I'm telling Batman. Okay, stop. Seriously. I'll put everything back. But that's the kind of stuff that I would watch as just like 6 episodes of that. Great. Done. And then you can now take those 2 characters and put in other shows. Like, man. Like Disney's already giving them
crossovers.
Huh?
They can have tighter crossovers.
Yeah. Exactly.
I was like, I love Doom Patrol. I liked season 1 of Titans, but I wasn't cool with the fact that they didn't even cross over for like an episode. No, but they're already established they're in the same universe.
No, which is fine though. I mean, because remember, Titans was. Oh, I liked it didn't because Titans also felt like Robin was on his own mission. You could tell, so it wasn't needed, and he had so many other characters coming in that were going to be tied to him that it wasn't needed for that crossover per se. So I think that's fine. I think that was fine for that season, and I think if you're going to do crossovers, you do it very limited, and you do it with 1 or 2 characters to do that crossover. Not like a whole team or anything. Like for instance, Cyborg is leaving and going to Titans. That makes sense.
He was the weakest link, in my opinion, on the Doom Patrol.
Cyborg is always everyone's weakest link.
Nah, it's just like he's not even fully cyborg yet.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we'll see what happens when he goes to Titans.
I mean, it wasn't even the fact that the actor was fine. It's just, to me, he didn't fit with that group of misfits and weirdos.
Yeah.
Because that's what they are. Like, if you haven't finished Doom Patrol season 1 yet, get on that.
Yeah, I will. I'll get on it. I saw the actor who they used for Superman.
Yeah, that was like a stunt man.
Yeah, that was not even. That wasn't even.
And then they just like superly closed up on him to make him look like Henry Cavill's build.
No, you could tell he wasn't even the same build. Yeah, it's not even the same weight class. So do we believe that Henry Cavill is gone as Superman?
I'm hoping he's not, because he was actually not a bad Superman.
What? Not a bad. He was the best. I'm sorry.
Well, let's be real. There's not much option. You got
him or
Christopher Reeves and Brandon Routh. As far as movie universe, and then you got the TV world where I don't even know who was good, because I can't even watch Smallville no more.
Smallville was actually still. I mean, Smallville is cheesy, but at least Clark in Smallville, to me, it was better than Superman in Supergirl.
Oh, you don't like Tyler Hoechlin or Hoechlin, whatever? He's not bad. He's getting a show. They're gonna do something with him and the new Lois that's on that was aired and their baby.
Nah, they won't.
Well, he said it. It's in the works.
Mhm.
That they, I think that episode was like a backdoor pilot for him. 'Cause I mean, what the hell? We got a Batwoman show.
Yeah, but it didn't. It's not gonna catch on. That shit, like Superman is not to me. Superman is just like Iron Man. It's not meant for TV. It's too. It's too. It's not a. Like when I watched Dean Cain, Lewis and Clay, and
Lois and
Clark.
Clark.
I always like I it always annoyed me. I enjoyed the show, but it always annoyed me because I'm like I want to see more.
I never watched it.
And I could not because it was just so like fighting little things. And he was one of the weakest. Like Screen Rants did a power ranking of all the strongest Supermans in TV and film, and Dean Cain's Superman is like one of the weakest ones. And I think they put Man of Steel at 2 or 3, and then one of the animated ones is the strongest. Can't
Really,
remember.
they want an animated one? See, I can't put animated in a conversation.
No, because
either
it's
the
a
movie or
it's
the
a
TV.
it's a film. They did TV and film. That was because technically it should have been Man of Steel to me, but they did the him Dean Cain and then Tyler Hitchkins Superman are one of the weakest ones.
I enjoyed. I like Henry Cavill as Superman. He did a great job. I just think he got the short end of the stick. Like seriously, the man's not asking for that much more money. Just pay him.
Yeah, I mean, Warner Brothers was. I mean, to me, it's just a matter of like at this point in time, nobody knows what their plans are,
Yeah,
and
I mean,
then they're not a studio that talks plans. It's not like this. They don't do Disney where they talk plans. Um, they just it's just that you hear the casting announcement. So the only other thing. So now what we know is that okay, yes, Joker looks like he's going to be a hit, no problem. So that's good. That's another success. We're going to see the trailer for Birds of Prey. We know they've gone through reshoots. We know they've made changes, but not changes to the storyline, which is good. It's changes to the ending, which I'm fine with. Just the reveal does not make sense to me. So that's fine. Um, and then hopefully we'll see if Flash starts when it's supposed to start.
they still doing that.
Yeah, its two director is directing Flash. So remember, he's the go. Remember, it follows the path in the new DC with the new head, who is a horror guy. It's a horror director, but people forget. People say, "Oh, why is he directing it?" What's the main thing that made a lot of people to watch Eats One and Eats Two?
Character
And
development.
and
I don't know. I didn't watch those movies.
oh, you didn't. Okay, comedy. It's funny. It One was a funny movie.
Okay,
Yeah, it's a horror movie, but it's funny. So
that's not bad to have in a horror movie. I mean, like I swear, the new Halloween had his comedy elements, but
no. As
I'm
in, like,
twisted.
yeah, it was no, it wasn't like it's the kind of comedy that I can see in the Flash because here's the thing that people always make a mistake with: Flash is lighthearted. Flash is not comedic. If you watch all the DC animated Justice League, right? Flash does not crack the jokes like that. It's if it's Wally West, he does, but Barry Allen is not a joke. Even the TV show, he doesn't really crack jokes. He's not a joke cracker. The person who cracks jokes all the time is Green Lantern. If you watch any of the animated movies, you remember even the one where he was trying to figure out who Batman was? He's the one that tries to be a Joker half the time.
Yeah, they got Kyle Rayner and the Young Justice one. I'm like, ugh.
I haven't watched Young Justice this season. I like Kyle Rayner. Kyle Rayner was my favorite Green Lantern for a while.
Yeah, this Young Justice hasn't been bad. It's quite enjoyable.
No, I haven't watched the second half of the season. Yeah, I think that is pretty much it for entertainment coverage. I don't think there's anything else that we missed or haven't missed or what have you.
Nope. I mean, Star Wars is doing its reshoots. Oh no, the movie sucks.
Nobody's gonna complain about that. It's Star Wars.
They complain about everything.
Yeah. Anyway,
there wasn't really much. We'll just have to wait and see what we get for the rest of this week, next week.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'll get.
Titans season 2 is out. If you like season 1, you'll enjoy the little mashup they did because I don't think I agree with what they did last season, but it is what it is. How they ended season 1 with that episode, they cut it short one episode, which I think was stupid. This
Well,
episode, you feel it, but it
we'll
is what
see.
it is.
We'll see. Anyway, thank you very much, guys. My camera will be back next week.
With a better wire.
Connection. Bye.
See ya.
And broadcasts. ND.